I will be your average non-scary, non-circus, no makeup, no clothes. I mean, no clown clothes. Whatever, I'm a clown. Hey, Jackazam, thank you so much for subscribing. It's good to have you here. I could be a naked clown. Sure. Hey, y'all. I'm also kind of fat, but if you want a clown stripper at your bachelor party, just hit me up, everybody. Oh, yeah. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. You know what? No, I don't want to think about this anymore. I'm kind of getting grossed out. So, Crappy, how about you take us to the game reveal? This is getting weird. Please take me. Nah, the Smurfs. You know what? A stripper clown is better than the Smurfs. But what's better than a stripper clown? It is our regular clown, or in this form, possibly a wizard. It's Blasphemous Roar. Come on in. Let's chat a little bit. Let's talk about this. It's good to see everybody in chat, by the way. I've been just trying to make sure that I'm doing the setup a little bit different this time. And because of that, it is... Wait, Roar, you're in chat, but you're not hopping into the call? How dare you? Janglestorm, thank you for resubscribing. I love it. Mucho appreciated. All right, well, we're waiting for Roar. We're waiting for Roar. We're waiting for Roar. Dollars Fred, thank you for resubscribing. I'm not waiting for Roar.
I've been waiting for 4 years to give this game.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no. 4 years? That's the scariest
yes.
thing you could say.
I have tried. I have pushed. I made my GM audition on this game. I have tried to get this game in Kuso for so long.
Yeah, and as it turns out, we are updated enough that you can actually give it without making people have a headache.
Wait, did I really give you the pinball wizard when I meant to give you the regular wizard? Did you grab the wrong wizard having grabbed a wizard prior entry into the... Yes, you did.
Oh,
that's a pinball wizard, not the regular wizard.
I'm sorry. Like, I had
That's okay.
I had multiple wizards in my folder, and I didn't realize... Okay, ignore the pinball, everybody. That pinball has probably... You know what? Actually, what if we made the pinball gold? I think that would be appropriate. Yeah, because it's a snitch.
I see. Well, snitches get stitches. You know who else gets stitches?
Who?
Billy the Wizard in Rocket Broomstick Racing.
Hey, well, Billy is gonna have to try to fly a weave and I don't know what else you do while you're flying. Just fly. Through several levels, and the 4 players will be competing to try to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does gets 10 points. Whoever falls behind only gets 2 points, but they're not out of the tournament yet. Again, after the second round is when we'll really start getting people eliminated, and that will be fun. But I'm not in a rush, Roar. We don't need to get people out of the tournament yet.
Oh, that's okay. I do. I need to be done with this so I can go back to my normal life of... Like, you don't understand, bro. I spend so long in Kuso ruining other people's lives when I'm very much more proficient at ruining my own life. So...
Well, you can stop that.
I'm not good at it. Okay? In fact, the whole reason that I came and tried to get an early slot on Kuso this week was because I was going to promote a series of tournaments that I was doing, and dumb tournaments, starting with Checkers tournament. And unfortunately, that fell through this month. So now I'm just sitting here making everybody suffer with Billy the Wizard. Maybe next month I'll try to get you all into playing Checkers with me. But tonight, we're going to do the following.
You should. And honestly, I would kick your butt, okay?
Well, I'm not the one playing the tournament. I'm running, I'm hosting, I'm commentating, I'm committing to the prize pool.
Fine. I challenge you to a game of checkers, Blasphemous Roar. Okay.
Fine, you'll kick my butt, but I'll do it. We'll do it.
Here, send something in for Don't Make Us Bored so we can play checkers on stream. My gosh.
Whatever.
Oh.
But, so, this game, for a little bit of context, was originally created to actually be a Harry Potter game.
Whoa, no way.
They never got the license. So they quickly changed the name and shoved it out.
Oh, I hate this. This is noise. This is... Okay. Roar! What is this music? I really need this.
Look at these character portraits. Look how fantabulous they are. If you can. I can barely see them over the bungaboo, but... Unfortunately, like get a quick zoom in on one of those portraits. Move Bungaboo up to the top row, top source, and then zoom, make it big real quick. Let him see.
Wait. What do they need to see? The characters
Look at these
here.
character portraits. Look at how.
Okay.
Like even they don't want to be in this game. Some of them.
It's true. Look, I'm doing what Roar told me to do, which is never a good idea,
but yeah,
no,
it's a bad
I'm doing
idea.
exactly what you said. Well, it would have taken a lot longer to move all of the order of every... whatever, Roar. Yeah, these characters don't want to be in the game.
To the top, gosh.
Where's...
So yes, they are allowed to choose whomsoever they desire. There are going to be 3 phases to this game. There's racing through hoops.
Okay.
Yay! Then there's finding books. Those books are all over the place. And then there's killing dragons. Now, this is the sad part. This is the part that I'm really messed up about, bro, is that we're not gonna really get to see the killing dragons badness here in this race. I probably maybe to showcase how bad the dragons were, I should have made them do dragons first.
Well, it's too late because we're just about ready to start. Again, we've got a good referee team who knows more or less what's going to happen, and I think once we get started, you'll give a little information about how we're tracking stuff. Are they free to choose whichever character they want?
Yes, they can choose whosoever they desire. I don't know that they know that. Let me go tell them that.
Yes, please do. I'm letting them know to go to character select. Feel free to tell them they may choose whoever they would like. Because I'm sure that these characters are going to be super important throughout the...
I don't actually think they have stats, and if they do have stats, then they're not exactly well presented, so I'm sorry, but this is one of those cases where, and before people go, Roar didn't do his due diligence and didn't do the thing.
You know, before that, we've got countdown. So everybody, I need you to get all of your not Harry Potter emotes. Okay, get all of your magic emotes.
Trans emotes. Bust out any trans emotes to smite J.K. Rowling.
Heck yeah! That sounds good. Spam them now, because as soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. Oh no, load screens. Oh no, Thunder God's game-changing resolution for some reason. Welcome to PS2, everybody. I knew it would be a nightmare to crop, and that's just my life. I will deal with it. Yeah, thank you, chat. I love the spam. How long is this loading screen?
Rolling. Oh, yeah, it's PlayStation 2, and it's not very well optimized. So, you know, hey, that's a fun part. So this is the unfortunate part, or the fun part of running a PS2 game, is that it's all over the place. So, this is Billy the Wizard Rocket Broomstick Racing. We've got, well, Billy the titular wizard versus everybody else. I guess I don't know who chose what. I'm trying to. Unfortunately, it's not very good at. Discord doesn't like to let me see the screen, full screen. It's too busy saying that you're also an active participant in it, and it's really small. So actually, I'm going to watch on the Kusogrand8 thing because I can actually see it better. That's unfortunate.
Here, I've got a link for you that you could potentially watch for commentary purposes, actually, Roar.
Oh yeah, I can just jump right into the server. Severe. Yes, give me that link. Where's that link? Let me see that link.
Okay, it's coming to you in a DM, wherever you are. Okay.
Oh my, it's coming to me in a DM. I'm waiting. I'm looking at my DM. All I see is Applejack and Spider-Man. Oh wait, that's from a prior meme that somebody else sent me. Here we go. 4-player match 1. Enable the no script. Oh no, Tristan is going to hack and soar into my computer.
Yes, Hey everybody, as it turns out in Kusogrand8, we always try to hack into Blasphemous Roar's computer for some reason. Yeah, that's totally a thing we do around here. Oh, yes, actually, let's talk about how we are tracking this match. What is going on?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to segue into. So, there is going to be 3 distinct sections of this game. There is racing, there is bookfinding, there is dragon slaying. There are 6 stages to each of these, all strewn across the exact same map. I hope you like this castle because we won't be seeing anything else.
I mean, honestly, this is already better Superman 64.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta have checkpoints when you're having Rocket Broomstick Racing. So this game is going to be based off of who gets the tracking is going to be completion of the stage. So this is a racing game, so that's what's most important, is racing. When you complete the stage, it doesn't matter how many checkpoints in you are, how close you got to the goal, it doesn't matter. Those are the checkpoints, those are the end-all be-all, or those are the requirements. Also, if you're not first, you're last. Oh, why did I do that to them? Who knows? Who cares?
What does that mean?
It means that if you don't get first place, you don't get to move on.
Okay, so the players have to come in first in order to beat the stage. If they come in anything other than first, they will have to redo it. I assume they may be able to change characters early on, but I do worry that... do you know if any of the wizards have different benefits or downsides compared to the others? What?
No, really, I don't. And this isn't a case of I didn't do my due diligence on that. This is a case of we had like 12 players doing a Grand Prix of this, and nobody mentioned it. This isn't an Argyle situation.
I love chat saying, "Solve my maze, Billy." It's good. Voldemort set up the maze. I mean, Baldegord. Whoever the villain is in this game, they set up a maze, and the players are definitely enjoying going through all of these maze-like rings.
Yeah, so this is the first stage. This is ring going. So the controls are atrocious, and it's even worse if you're on a Wii U, because then you kind of sort of pilot the broomstick like a broomstick, or on the Wii. Yes, this game was Wii, and for a while, actually, it was looking like it was closer and closer and closer to that's how I'm going to give this game out in Kuso, because, you know, they were reluctant to add PS2 for the longest time because of potatoes that exist in this community. Y'all really do pilot some potatoes around here. And, well, we finally added PS2 as standard emulation, and that made me happy, so I finally got to give out Billy the Wizard.
Yeah.
The Wii controls are absolutely god-awful. We tried to do mapping the Wii controls to a regular controller, and it didn't work. So...
You know, I love that over the years our... let's see, like Corndan and Tristan and Jeff and everybody else who helps with emulators and stuff, you know, everybody has put...
Bugaboo almost had first place and whiffed on the ring!
Oh, it's always those dang rings. But seriously, our team has put in a lot of work to bring in the widest variety of games that we can have for Kusogrand8. And yeah, this is the first year that we've really had the ability to do PS2 games, and I am somewhat excited about it, but also kind of scared. So here's the deal. Parasite Steve beat the level, but I don't know if that was first place or not.
I believe it was. It looked like Parasite was in the was in the lead for a long time there.
Okay, gotcha. However, you know what? Silver Dwarf in
Right,
chat is saying
Nervous
that
is through.
Can you let me finish?
No, because there's action happening on the screen.
Well,
You've got to let the play-by-play happen over the color. Now go.
Silver Dwarf in chat said that Parasite Steve, who is the person we were talking about at the exact moment that you interrupted me, did finish the stage. In fact, we have 4 referees who are helping out this time. Linkura, Bad Chop, Silver Dwarf, and Garfield the Lightning, with Hazel Shade as a little bit of a backup. We've got some fantastic refs. We'll have to see if they have any weird clown notes like we did last time. That was hilarious last week when they just talked about how beefy Anubis was in the ref notes.
Yeah, I don't know if we're getting any good memes out of this. I mean, look at his faces, though. This guy on the guy that Parasite Steve is playing with, the guy that Nervous is playing with. These are absolutely fantastic. These are so.
Yeah, it's a great face. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for all y'all.
So we mentioned it before, but we'll mention it one more time, is that this was literally, they prototyped this and developed it intending for it to be an actual Harry Potter game, only for them to not gain the license for hopefully obvious reasons. Namely that it kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, look at this bootleg Harry Potter. I love him.
I believe it was only released in Europe. This was not a US game.
I could
But the fact that this was an actual release, it actually had a very special place in the store. The bargain bin.
Oh, the bargain bin? Wait, did they throw it there immediately?
I don't know, but I hope to God nobody wasted store shelf on this nonsense. Trying to cash in on the Harry Potter franchise was a big thing for a lot of people. So yeah, apparently Steve is doing well and has cleared another stage and is starting to do well with this, but that's just the racing. Oh, that's just the racing.
Okay, well, I am giving Steve a little bit of a heads up that we are having a lot of frames drop on their stream. However, he is currently in the lead. You know, he's currently doing a fantastic job. It looks like Nervous is in second, Bungaboo third, Thunder God in fourth. Thunder God hasn't managed to finish the first level, but honestly, in the first 10 or 20 minutes, especially, you're learning how to play the game. The first half hour, you don't have to be in the lead, but after that, you need to start making a push, and if you can start getting the hang of a game at that point, then you can often start making some quick progress, especially if later levels really hold players up.
Yeah, so I have a strong feeling that books are going to be a very deciding factor in this game.
Books?
So, like I said, there are 3 phases of the game. There is racing, where we need to race through all the rings. And then we have books, where there are going to be books flying around this open map that we are getting so used to, and we got to find them all. The problem is that the books are also kind of flying around, and they will absolutely juke you, they will absolutely dodge you, they are absolutely miserable.
Fireball!
So we've got Bungaboo using the rocket which is absolutely a horrible trap. Don't do it.
Which one?
Use the rocket. Use the rocket on the rocket broomstick racing.
You don't want to use the rocket?
Why would you want to lose control in this game?
If it's a straight shot for a while, then that would make sense. That, you know, it's the same with any kart racer. If you don't have to make any huge turns, that is a fantastic time for a boost.
Yeah, so one thing about this game is that if we do actually make it to dragons, well, those get fun. And I really, really wish that I had given them dragons early on. And the problem is that, like, we're pretty sure it's not the PS2 emulation. I think somebody said that they had done it on actual hardware and it still caused the problems.
Wait, what caused problems?
Oh, the dragons get very fun. I really should have started them on dragons. You don't even know.
By the way, I'm looking at this company and they have put out other games that we've seen, at least in either Awful Block or maybe Don't Make Us Bored. I see Anubis 2, Ninja Bread Man. Those names are very familiar to me because those two games, even though they have very different names, they're the same game, Anubis 2 and Ninja Bread Man. Yeah, they put out a lot of shovelware. Several Jeopardy games, it looks like. A couple Lego games. Lego Rock Raiders? What is that? Lego chess? What's chess? It's hard to say. But yeah, this company did a decent amount of crap, is what I would say. Like, stuff that, you know, all you do is you change a couple assets and release it as a new game. That's what they did. And, you know, it's most likely not the developers who are trying to do that, but the management who is like, okay, we just gotta hurry and put out a new game as quickly as possible. Just redo a couple things. And I'm sure, like, the programmers and designers are like, are you really this cheap to do that? Are you making us do that? I hate you.
Are you nuts? The businessmen are the programmers, because nobody clearly programmed this game. Or at least nobody who had the job or the experience.
I don't know, because the producer was Stuart Green and the head of programming was Carl White. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that those are not the same person.
Clearly, Bro Senja has never heard of the concept of writing under a pseudonym.
Oh no, I've heard about it. But they have different pictures as well of themselves.
This is 2024. You can't trust anything AI, or you can't trust anything. It might be AI art.
This is definitely not AI art. Okay.
Have you seen some of these characters?
Your mom's AI art. Okay. Anyways, I got that out of my system. We're good. But yeah, I see, like, the main producer for this game also did production for most of the shovelware that came out of the company, it looks like, at least for several years there. But, you know, they also did design for Nickelodeon Party Blast for 2002. That sounds great. Or Mythmakers, Orbs of Doom. Oh,
I mean, there is Doom involved.
I like Doom. The head programmer for this, by the way, yeah, pretty much worked on all the same stuff as well. Oh no, they might be the same person! They were the head of programming for Rig Racer 2, which is definitely not Big Rigs. But it looks like it might be bootleg Big Rigs.
Yep, for every game that you have that was popular, people tried to jump on the bandwagon, and those people were these people.
Yeah. I'd actually say that maybe bootleg Big Rigs would end up being better than the original boot. Oh, no. Not necessarily more fun, but, you know, better. But that's the thing about Kusogrand8. You know, we've learned our lesson that the enjoyability of the game does not correspond with the quality of the game. There are a lot of fun games that we have on Kusogrand8 that are things that people would not want to play had they just looked at the gameplay or looked at the game before, and then actually jumping into it, it's like, this is janky. I understand why nobody would play this, but I kind of like it.
This is not one of those games.
Listen to the rockin' music, though. I even heard a guitar.
This is not one of those games. Ain't nobody who raced this in Grand Prix walked out of this and said, yeah, but it was kind of fun. I kind of liked it. No, everybody said, oh, thank God. Sweet release of death and or freedom.
Oh, come on. It was Paul Veer who worked on the music here. They did music for a lot of games. Mostly games for this company, but still.
Paul Veer had very specific instructions for what to happen if they came by land or if they came by sea. But Billy the Wizard takes a place in the air, so that's why the audio direction is so all over the place here.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. What I'm seeing is that the person who did audio for this game did audio for Bionicle Heroes. Basically all of those games. Myth Makers, we've got basically all of the same games. You know, maybe they are all the same person. Glover. Oh, they did the music for Glover. Yes. Oh no. I hate Glover's music. Some of the music is so trashy. Okay.
You got so excited for a moment. You're like, oh yeah, they did the Glover music. And then you're like, oh wait. Oh, they did the Glover music. Ah!
Yeah, no, like, okay, I love it, but I love it ironically. I do not actually love it. It's really, really bad. But that was one of their earlier games. You know, this, at this point, is actually okay. They also did the music for Lego creator Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So, you know, even if this didn't end up being a Harry Potter game, they still worked on one, so I guess that came true.
Nervous. Don't do it. No, you made mistakes. You did. No, I told you not to use the rocket. Okay, you're good.
I love you, Roar. You
so
absolutely did not tell them not to use the rocket.
I know I did not. They should. I said it in commentary, and that means that they should understand things because commentators curse as a statement, so they should just do the opposite of whatever their impulse is telling them, on account of that clearly the impulse is telling them to do whatever is opposite of the commentator's statement. So whatever you want to do, don't.
Oh, okay.
So don't.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I will remember not to do that.
So now, some of you might be thinking, Roar, did you seriously give them a game with the potential of getting walked out of first place randomly like Mario Kart and tell them that they need to make first place? Are you really that evil? Well, the answer is sort of yeah, because actually, spoiler about this game, the racing mode is actually really easy. If I did not give them these limitations, they would absolutely be plowing through this. In comparison to everything else that goes on, they would have passed this with flying colors with no issue. And in fact, I believe that the vast majority of us placed first in all of our races on the first pass. It really is not that hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like. That's one of the issues with any sort of kart racer. You know, they can sometimes just screw you over. But at the same time, nobody is getting eliminated during this match, so I'm less concerned about that, you know? That tends to be sort of my mindset. If nobody gets kicked out because of a game, oh, RNG is completely free and completely something that can happen in video games. Let's make it happen. So, yeah, what you're saying, in other words, is that even if one of the players has fallen behind a little bit, did I stop our timer?
Apparently you stopped our timer at some point.
It's
or
going
minimized
again.
it? Okay, there it goes.
Now, all I had to do was...
I thought you just wanted more Billy the Wizard Rocket Broomstick racing action.
I kind of do. At least I want the music. I'm gonna say that, like, despite this being made by the guy who made Glover's music, this is kind of a bop.
I mean, I'm really wanting them to get the dragons, but I knew full well it's not gonna happen. So, you know what? Since we're not gonna see dragons, I want to express to you the pain that would happen if we made it to dragons, because we're gonna make it to books. We're definitely gonna make it to books. And the books, like I said, they juke you, they dodge you, they're really hard to catch, but you'll get them eventually, maybe, potentially. But the dragons are a fun little enigma, because the dragons are composed of a series of individual segments. So they're little ball dragons that have like 7 or 8 balls attached to them that you need to blow up You need to blow them up from like the back to the front, kind of thing, and detonate little segments of them. And what happens is when you blow up those individual sections, it causes a giant explosion. But sometimes those explosions, when it happens, the explosions lag the game. They're too big for whatever the heck the engine is doing, and they're really simple explosions, but they are explosive enough that the game lags. And when that happens, the body parts of the serpent, as it's moving through the sky, sometimes start to destabilize a bit because they're trying to move in this position, but they skipped a frame or two.
Oh no!
So now the snake is doing a little wiggle after you blow them up.
Ooh,
the first part.
Little wiggle.
And then by the time you've blown up the fourth part, the snake is doing a very big wiggle.
Okay.
But there's a problem with that, because whereas the little wiggles aren't so bad across one snake, by the time you've killed one snake, it's fine. But when you blow up the individual body parts of one snake, and there are still 2 more, and they've all been affected by the same lag spike, and therefore are now wiggle, literally the head of the dragon that you're supposed to shoot will end up moving a good 100 pixels per frame in the opposite direction, making it nigh impossible to hit.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I love that. That's something that seems like a feature, not a glitch. Okay.
He has reached books.
FYI, Parasite Steve is on to books, I believe. Right now, Nervous and Bungaboo have completed stage 3, and I believe are currently on stage 4, both of them. Thunder God still has not cleared any stages. Oh, okay, not books, still rings for Parasite Steve. That's fine.
We need to see the books. The books are mwah. Absolute chef's kiss. The books are the reason for the season here.
Yeah.
You gotta give him the warm up. You gotta give him the taste of the pain that's to come with the racing. Because I mean it's Billy the Wizard Rocket Broomstick racing, right? You gotta race the race. You gotta do the thing. But the books. Oh, the books.
Yeah, you keep driving off the books.
Hi, sorry.
Also,
hi.
I like this weird Ron Weasley type. I thought it was hair, but it's actually a flight cap. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is a flight cap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. What about this?
Clearly not the good guy in Bungaboo's screen.
Oh yeah. What about the one that Bungaboo, not good guy, do you mean? I thought that was like supposed to be Professor McGonagall, but kind of like more evil looking, but I'm not.
That is clearly Draco Malfoy with a black dye. to make him not Draco Malfoy.
I guess. Why the glasses? Are those glasses? Like, what's in front of the eyes?
Did 4 people actually finish the whole game in less than an hour? Oh, we could have seen the possibility. I don't think we will. These players aren't having a good time of it, my friend.
Oh, they're having a good enough time. Come on.
Let me take a look at what this looked like here. Let me just go check the race information.
You're fine. Well, as Blasphemous Roar runs away and looks at stuff, everybody, we are 25 minutes into this match, and it is just flying by. No pun intended. But honestly, this is being extremely enjoyable to watch so far. Like, I'm surprised that I'm liking this as much as I do.
We had 20 racers in this game. In the Grand Prix race. Triscorp was at the top with 46.59, and at the bottom was Spritz T with 2:28.35. And apparently, I finished this in 5th at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 2 seconds. So it is entirely possible we could have seen the entire game. But as we move forward and closer and closer and closer, it's starting to look a little shifty on that regard.
I mean, the thing is, people are coming and playing Kusogrand8 with all different levels, all different histories when it comes to blind races. Some of the players here have done them before. Some of the people are jumping into their first tournament ever. And, how often in a tournament do you get a 3D flying game? More often than you'd think in Kusogrand8. It's happened a few times, but...
So, a little bit of backstory about 2 of these players, actually.
Sure.
Bungaboo is currently on a quest to clear all the PlayStation 2 games. So I was excited that I get to give Bungaboo a PlayStation 2 game that they haven't played. Parasite Steve, so in Mystery Tournament, when we do Mystery Tournament, we actually do have a quality control system of testing to make sure that the tournament game is tournament viable. And, well, it's not entirely, like Kuso does it too. We have people vet the game for us. It's just the other game masters. But in Mystery Tournament, we have a dedicated team of testers that go through the 300 plus submissions and try to weed out what's possibly rejected. But during the early days of Mystery Funhouse, we had a little bit of fun, and we decided that it would be a terrible idea to race a reject tournament. The games that we explicitly said, these are not tournament viable, do not play them. And people said, let's make a tournament out of it.
Yeah!
So, wait, that person was me, and then people stupidly joined. So, Parasite Steve actually was the winner of Reject Tournament, of I believe the first Reject Tournament, having defeated, I believe, Pika Pals in the finale of, do you want to guess what the final game of Reject Tournament was?
Please tell me.
Somebody submitted to Mystery Tournament Pokemon Red and Blue with a speedrun guide.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Yeah, that's a reject. And that is an amazing thing. Oh my gosh.
So we knew full on that the game would go to the 1.5 hour mark. And Pika Pals and Steve both agreed to go ahead and do it anyway. It was a controversial finish that was absolutely perfect for reject racing.
And that probably shows very well why it was rejected. I mean, like that's why Reject Tournament only uses the rejects for Mystery Tournament, because holy guacamole, we tend to reject a lot. Oh yeah?
Pika Pals lost because they didn't get horn drilled because they skipped the level.
What? They skipped.
So they didn't have the Oko.
Okay, so Pika Pals was too good or just unlucky with levels. I don't know exactly how that happens, but
it was a weird situation.
Yeah, Mystery Tournament tends to focus a little bit more specifically on skill, is what I would say. And a lot of stuff that gets filtered out because of luck, ends up in the reject tournament there. Here, we still allow a decent amount of luck. I don't like games to be 100% RNG or even like 50% RNG, but still, we fully acknowledge that sometimes in Kusogrand8, you might get a little screwed over and there's nothing you can do about it. That's how bad games go sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, so, player beware, you might end up getting very unlucky.
Okay, so speaking of unlucky, they have to play books now. So books work with, like I said, there are a number of books flying around the stage.
Okay.
The arrow is kind enough to tell you where the nearest book is, or at least where the next book is. And the books are a very small hitbox. They fly around pretty swiftly, and they will absolutely be a pain in the butt to grab. Now, we only have to grab 8 books for this first stage. That's not too bad. There are also timer bonuses spread throughout the game, or throughout the map. So, like, they have good reason to go inside the castle, for instance, which you can go into, and there's a timer in there because this stage is in fact timed.
Gotcha. By the way, I do apologize that Parasite Steve is having some frame buffering or some frames dropping. There's not really anything that we can do. It is likely Parasite Steve's internet. However, he has been advised to make a local recording if at all possible. So that's not an issue. Just in case it comes down to being very close between players. Now, with that said, I'm glad to say Thunder God has actually cleared a stage and is in the rankings. So, yeah, it's not going to be impossible, okay? Bungaboo is on stage 5, Nervous on stage 4 completed. Yeah, Bungaboo stage 5 completed. Thunder God stage 1 completed. Thunder God has a lot of catch-up work to do, but again, once you know how to control, it can be a lot easier. But at the same time, I almost feel like Superman 64 is easier to control than this.
Oh yeah, so no, the books are going to go up every time. We got more books. We got more books, and more books, and more books. I think there's only one stage where it doesn't increase by 2.
I mean, it gives you like a solid 5 minutes to catch all the books. That's plenty of time. Roar, don't laugh at me. It's true. It's lots of time. That's what the characters sound like to me.
5 minutes to catch all those books.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, look, Parasite Steve already has 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Good job, Steve. Good job. You got this, Steve.
Wait. Are you being sarcastic? Or are you being... What are you being? Roar, what are you?
Knowing.
Oh, okay. Hey, we're at 9 out of 10. And there's the last book. Parasite Steve got it. The book has been collected and on to the next level. See, I had faith in Steve and you didn't.
Well, I didn't say that there was a problem with this stage.
Oh, okay. Somebody is wondering what IGN gave this game, since IGN is known for giving very kind reviews. I believe this got a 2 out of 10 from IGN. If that says anything about the game, then, yeah.
Bungaboo, unfortunately, doing a lot of erratic turns here when it's costing them.
The subtitle for the review for Billy the Wizard Rocket Broomstick is, like a failing marriage, the magic is gone. And I think that's perfect. I think that's beautiful.
Does that mean that all these rings are from all the divorces that we have over playing Billy the Wizard? No, my love, you don't understand. I love this game. It's the best game. I must speedrun.
These are just the Paramount Pictures rings, okay? That's all this is.
You can't fool me. The Paramount Pictures rings is only half a circle.
Okay, that's because you can't see the other half behind the mountain.
No. Lies. Paramount Pictures is absolutely
You think you can
only
see through a mountain?
No, but I think I can count the number of stars that swoop in from outside and settle into position and realize that they're the same amount of stars that happen in the final semicircle of the screen, which means that there never were stars that go behind the mountain, and therefore it was an arch all along.
No, that's stupid. It's gotta be. See, everybody, here's a picture. Look, the stars go behind the mountain. Okay.
Yeah, if you're capable of object impermanence. I don't know how that worked. Actually, that joke is kind of the opposite of what I intended with it.
Maybe I have super object permanence. I've got super object permanence where I know they're always there, always watching the stars.
I mean, this is true, but also not true. This is objectively not true. This is true, but this is also very, very untrue.
Whee. Anyways, I'm gonna say that logos don't have to follow object permanence. Who confirmed?
Chat.
No, that was Tempestral, not chat. Okay.
I'm sorry, chat is one element of things. There is a chat box, and inside that chat box, things are said, and all of you are the same person. You are all
That's not true. I don't trust Tempestral's lies. Okay? I've trusted the lies too much in my life.
Constellation of Neptune Daydream, more like chat. Bad Shop, more like chat.
By the way, I do want to thank the people who have subscribed during this, including Tempestral, Donkey Clomp, Mr. Torture, Neitzel, Captain Conundrum, and Billy Rivers. I'm sorry that you have to get dunked on so much, Tempestral. We love you here.
No, it's you getting dunked on.
No, it's... Look, did my stream...
You're wrong! You've been wrong objectively twice now. Let's see how many more times you can be wrong.
Twice in my life? Okay, that's not too bad.
Let's see, quick, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Honestly, I enjoy it. I would say it's a matter of personal preference. And also, this argument has been way overdone, and I'm honestly offended that you would bring it up.
Yeah, well, I'm honestly offended that you suck.
Race levels completed for Bugaboo. We're moving on to
move on to books.
Parasite Steve is doing books, but everybody, now we get to see a stream with the frame rate doing books. This is going to be fantastic.
Okay, fine. If you want to be wrong, if I need to make you wrong, the quick and important question is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood.
A woodchuck couldn't chuck any amount of wood, since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But the question was, if it could chuck wood, how much would it would? So, you're wrong again. Dunked.
I don't remember the reply to that one. I'm sorry.
A woodchuck could chuck as much as a woodchuck could chuck. A woodchuck could chuck wood, or about a quarter if you gave it a quarter for every quarter cut.
Tempestral.
What?
Why are you lurking here?
I came in here to bully you with Roar, but now he's just saying nonsense.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna leave.
Can you help me bully Roar real quick? I'm
not turning the tables on my friend like that.
No, I'm asking for you. You're my friend too. You have to choose a side. Which friend?
Oh, no, I put myself in this conundrum. I'm getting out of
No,
here.
no,
Which
come back!
friend is
Come back!
trumps the other?
Well,
Oh my god, bro, you just got second place.
I'm not playing this game. I am always in first.
Bro. I'm so sorry. Nobody wants to get second place. Nobody wants to get second place to me, of all people.
Well, I mean,
All right,
considering second place is the first loser, as per the rules in this match, the players have to come in first in order to beat the racing stage. That's why the players have been playing these stages many, many, many times. They have to come in first.
So yeah, this is what the actually books look like when you're at a smooth frame rate. So one, Bungaboo is flying way unholy too fast. Like, good luck catching books at that speed.
Well, I mean,
but
you're
also
just
good luck
closing
catching
the
books
distance.
at not that speed.
Slow down when you get to the books. Like, that's how acceleration and deceleration work. These are things that you do with any mode of transportation. They're like, come on, Roar. You know how speed versus acceleration, you know?
Nope, but I do know where I am.
Yeah, everybody, we're in Kusogrand8, the bad video game tournament. Right now, 40 minutes have passed, and we're trying to see how far the players can make it through the game. Parasite Steve has the very clear lead at this point, but Bungaboo is starting to close that gap. Steve is currently, I believe, on the 4th stage of books, Bungaboo on the 1st stage. On the other hand, 3rd place, we have Nervous, who is getting pretty close to making it to books as well, and Thunder God, who is still very early on in the racing section. You know, some games are going to work for some people, some games will not work for other people. You really don't know how you're going to do compared to somebody else until you do it for the first time. Like,
And
for
some
me,
games won't work for anybody.
yeah, that's true. Oh, but only good games, Roar.
But
only good
you mean to
games.
tell me that we can quantify directly how much a game suits a person based off of metrics that we have set forth, and as long as they maintain inside the constraints of the metrics that we have set forth, we have an actual definitive answer that we could then quantify into placements and assign scores to?
Literally, your last game got tube and binned, Roar.
And whose fault is that?
It is your fault. Actually,
No,
I
it's-
blame the developers.
I blame a number of people. There were so many balls dropped on that match. Okay, first off, the guns didn't make it clear. The White Shadow didn't make it clear. First off, the other people didn't make it clear. Thirdly, I suck. Fourthly, everything sucks.
Are you going to blame
Fifthly,
Tempestrol?
The universe is going to make all of this pointless in the end anyway, so why bother?
Tempestrol,
And fourthly,
Roar wants to blame
maybe I
you.
want to get some splashing on me. Maybe I just need to enjoy the lazy river. That's why I'm in the tubing bin.
Aw, I like lazy rivers. I haven't been in one in a long time, but I feel like that is my ideal, at least half
Place to
an
be?
hour or so. Like, after all the thrill is gone of riding down, like, a couple water slides, why not just float around and be lazy? Like, it's almost meditative, you know? You sit there, you float, everything kind of smells very chlorinated. There are kids who are annoying you, but you just ignore them and you're lazy. Because, you know, you don't have to worry about the kids falling into the water. They're not your kids.
It's true. I, too, like to just watch the kid drown and let nature take over. Darwin, baby!
I would totally try to save the kid. I actually almost drowned a couple times when I was young. Did you know that?
Every kid almost drowned a couple of times when they were young.
Okay,
It's
well, I
part
mean,
of the childhood experience.
is that true? Did anybody else fall into a pool when they were, like, a baby? Because I did.
I was at the rec center when I was trying to surface for air when the kid above me kicked me, dropped me down another 3 feet, and knocked the lights out of me for a moment while I was trying to surface in order to breathe, which caused me to barely make it to break the surface before I started gasping.
Roar, I think we both have trauma. Like, I think, I think that's less a normal thing, more, oh, one of those childhood trauma things, you know?
Hey, it was just a thing that happened. That's the least of my childhood traumas.
Yeah.
Please, if that was even enough to blip on our radar of trauma, that would be.
No. You can still count it. It still counts. No, I had a second time as well where like. I hadn't quite learned how to swim very well yet, and we were at this gross motel swimming pool, okay? Like, there were floating leaves and bugs in the water, you know? But I was swimming in it, and I got a little bit too close to the deep end, and I couldn't get back, and then I just sort of ended up going under the water and being like, well, okay. Luckily, my dad got me. Thank you, Dad.
I need to point out the sheer terror on Steve's screen. Steve is on at least stage 4, I believe, of the books. I would like to point out how many books he just had to collect. There's nothing more terrifying than the number not going up, but going down.
Wait, which number?
Of books you have to collect.
Yeah, I saw Parasite Steve's number went from needing to collect 12 and it went down to 8. What's that all about?
It means the books are harder. Steve's actually doing very well on the books. I guess you could put this win on the books. I'm not leaving. You can't make me leave. I mean, you can.
I'm not going
it's just
to.
Y'all don't have
I
the
like
chutzpah.
you. Roar, why would I kick out my friend, huh?
That's what I asked other people. I'm sorry, that's a bad joke.
Whatever.
I may have been removed from a thing recently that I was working on, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, apparently you can actually fire me. They're actually very. It's actually very capable of doing so. I don't know how y'all have managed to fail so badly at it.
Anxiety mostly.
That's fair. Fear that you're gonna wake up one morning and Roar's just gonna be there, standing there, nothing in hand, no threats, no worries, just Roar.
Just
there.
Roar.
In the moment.
Roar.
It's just Roar.
Everybody. We're
inside the castle!
Oh no. I want back out. I don't want to go in the castle. That's where they do, like, weird castle things. Actually, I kind of want to go to the castle. If I could own a castle, I totally would.
I would not.
I would love to own a castle, okay? Like
the maintenance costs are through the roof.
Okay. If I had the money to own the castle and pay people to help out, then I would totally own a castle. Yeah, as for me going and cleaning my own castle, no way. Okay, that's too much work.
I'm gonna buy bro a castle.
Buy me a castle, and everybody, I'll let you come live in my castle and maybe pay you to help keep it clean, okay? I mean, that,
I will
like,
buy
if
bro
I own
a
a
castle fit for his status.
I'm a little more concerned about that, Blasphemous Roar. What's a castle fit for my status? Yeah, let's go. Everybody, let's form a speedrun castle where all the speedrunners go and live in the castle. And then it's like one of the TikTok houses, except it's speedrun castle. And it's actually enjoyable instead of stupid drama. And then
a castle fit for your grandeur.
Oh no. Is this just a stupid toy castle? Roar, this isn't funny. This is stupid.
I never claimed to be funny. I'm just, you know, something. We live in a society.
Yeah. Oh, we live in a society. We live in a society where apparently this is the type of castle I get to live in. No, I don't want to go live in this stupid castle. Look, she barely even fits. She can't stand up straight. What am I going to do?
Whoa. You just said you wanted to live in a castle, and I present you an opportunity with which you can live in a castle, and then you just suddenly don't want to live in a castle anymore.
Okay,
seriously, maybe
implies...
you should make up your mind. Maybe you should have the gusto to actually, like, believe in what you want and live that truth. But no, you can't even do that. You can't even be true to your heart. You can't even be true to yourself. You can't even be true to all these racers. You keep calling this Kusogrand8. This is the bad video game tournaments, and then you allow good games in here, like it's some sort of...
Yeah, like Billy the Wizard or Good Game. Living inside a castle implies that I can fit my body inside the castle. Half of my body's gonna be dangling out of this. That's not living. That's barely even surviving.
I'm sorry. Maybe you want a bigger castle.
I want a bigger castle, okay? And you know what? I don't care if it has a moat. I can dig my own moat, okay? I've got the patience. I don't have a shovel, though, so somebody will have to give me a shovel. Give me a shovel and a castle, and I'll make a moat. It's not going to be a very deep moat. I'm... like... And maybe it's only going to be a little pond, okay? Maybe I'll just put a kiddie pool out front.
Okay, I found a castle that's a little bit better for you.
This is... Am I ready to...
Unfortunately, due
what
to the
is that
size
link?
constraints, the material has kind of had to go down in quality. I think there's a referrer link in there somewhere. I don't know. Links are weird.
Okay, well, I'm taking a screenshot of the link because that's going to be more interesting than whatever you linked.
You could probably make a castle with that link.
Yeah, everybody watching the VOD on YouTube, this is what Blasphemous Roar shared.
Why have I done this? I don't know how to shorten links. Oh, there's referrer IDs in there. Oh no, you can get all my referrer ID information.
Oh,
such as what search terms I used. Wow, I can't believe bro just doxed me online. Is it dragon time? Is it really dragon time?
We're on to dragons! Wait, this castle is even crappier. Wait, no, a baby can fit inside it. But the baby also drew on it. I don't like that. Okay, can I have this castle without the baby?
That's the one I just gave you was a freaking 32 by 32 inch castle. That's plenty enough space.
Yeah, but I don't want the baby.
I'm not selling you a baby. I'm not giving you a baby.
Well, it has a picture of a baby. I assume the baby comes with the castle.
No, I'm not. I'm evil. I'm not a war criminal.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Also, welcome to Kusogrand8, where about maybe 50% of our commentary is actually about the game, but that's optimistic. Parasite Steve is fighting a dragon.
Yeah, so this is the big explosion that I was telling you about. Once you destroy the dragon, it goes boom, 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 boom. And it may or may not get worse. Now, to be fair, PlayStation 2 emulation may have come a long way since this started. But we'll see what happens here. Because it's not the issue with one dragon. It is far from an issue with one dragon.
It was a dragon, man. No! I just love whenever, like, Thunder God tries to go through a ring and somebody just hip checks him. You know, bam! Thrust you out of the way, get out of here.
Steve is the chosen one.
Like that!
His armor stained with blood. He slayed the dragon. Alright, so now we got another dragon. That dragon is very fast dragon. Look how smooth this game is compared to what I've done before. Oh my.
Yeah, it looks like Nervous is moving on to books. Thunder God is... I think at this point, Thunder God is not going to be able to win. It's just... You know, getting out of fourth would probably be an insurmountable task at this point, and that's fine, you know. For everybody here, if you're playing and worried about looking embarrassed, don't be. You know, some games work for some people. We're mostly going to make fun of the people who are doing either the sound or who are in first place. Those are the fun ones to joke about. But seriously, everybody struggles with something
folks.
different.
If you're not in first place and you're not in first place or you're not on sound, we don't care about you.
We care. I care even more about the people who aren't in first place. Okay, I cheer for the underdog.
That's not what you just said.
That's not what you just said. You're putting words in my mouth.
That is what I just said.
And they're gross,
it is
poopy
literally
words.
what I just said.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
That is literally what I just said.
Not what I said.
Anyways, you have a limit to the amount of fireballs you can fire, and you gotta go get them back.
That's it?
Yeah, go get more fireballs. You use all your fireballs, go get more fireballs. Come on.
I mean, that makes sense. Run out of fireballs, get more fireballs.
Seriously.
You know, it's very apparent in the wizarding worlds that you have to collect magic before using it, right? It's not like you can just wave a wand or something like that. You gotta go find a fireball.
Well, I mean, this is all training, except that maybe the dragons are really...
Just stop.
Actually like a threat, but not a, maybe they're not a threat, maybe they are a threat.
Okay, well, Parasite Steve, on to the next dragon. I wish we could see it. Oh, there we go. There are multiple dragons. Fireball!
I mean, to be fair, I only bicker with Bro on commentary because he makes it really easy because of how bad he is at fighting back. So no, I get to like just dunk after dunk after dunk after dunk after dunk. And the poor guy is just trying to run a tournament. He puts so much of his life and effort into making this tournament for all of you. He wants everybody to enjoy his love. He wants everybody to enjoy the love that he has for bad games and show them off to the world. And all he wants is for everybody to have fun. And then you've got a jerk just pops in the commentary and just...
I want you to suffer, players. I want you to play bad games and suffer for our entertainment, okay? And that's why you come, like... Yeah, it's like gladiators. They're like, hey, I know I might die here. Oh. And then they go and fight. And they're like, if they don't die, they're like, heck yeah, that was fun. And if they do die, then they're dead. You know? That's sort of like what Kusogrand8 is. You come in here and ruin your life because you played my video games, and we all get to have fun.
Hold on, bro. A real actual commentary talk here. I believe that Steve is in fact dealing with an actual problem right now, so it doesn't look like it, but this dragon is in fact begun the glitching, if I saw what I think I saw. Let's take a look here. So basically, this dragon is going to start getting really, really, really hard to hit, because the dragon is actually, if I saw that correctly, it's hard to see because every time he gets close, it just PowerPoints. The dragon should be jittering back and forth on a vertical or on a horizontal axis right now, which is causing him to dodge fireballs.
Huh.
Because on the frame where it would connect to the head when it's forward, the head then moves backward. No, Steve, I didn't say it was impossible, just that it is in fact dodging fireballs.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we've got less than a minute left, and we're almost done with this. Honestly... You know, maybe one day we can see more Fireball and more dragons, but honestly, I think this match has been dragging on long enough. It's just about time for us to wrap it up.
I get what you did there.
You get humor? Wow, you think you're a funny boy? You think you're a funny roar?
No.
Oh. Nah, I appreciate the dynamic that we have, Roar. I've done a lot of studies when it comes to comedy, okay? I've literally read books about comedy, and I don't know what that has to do with anything, but this is time! We are done! I bet you didn't see that coming.
You and I are absolutely a classic Abbott and Costello case. That's all there is to it. One of us plays the straight man at one moment, the other one is getting mad, but it reverses in between who's doing what. So, who's on first? What's on second? Parasite Steve is on first, and Bungaboo is on second, and Nervous is on third, and Thunder God on fourth.
Thank you so much. Now, the big question is, will Parasite Steve want to come and chat with us? It looks like Steve will. I will bring Steve in. Hello there, Parasite Steve.
Hello, Brasentia. Hello, Blasphemous Roar. How are you?
Oh, doing fantastic.
I'm doing better than you are.
No, I would say that
fun.
you did strangely well with this. Like, you're the only one who made it to the dragons. And
Really?
not only that, but you were plowing through them. Yeah.
I did, yeah. I took me a little bit, like the first race, and then I kind of got the hang of it. I think the trick that kind of worked for me was kind of working against how most racing game, like, you know, play like Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing or something like that, where you hold the accelerator. I was kind of tapping a little bit, and that kind of gave me a little more handle, a little more control of my character.
Yeah, there were some unfortunately tight turns after any given thing. Like, using the boost was a miserable idea.
Yeah, I never used it. I think I used it like maybe once towards like the end of the race, and I kind of regretted it a little bit. I have to ask, the loading screen, it's the same map. Why the loading screen, and why is it longer than any PlayStation game I've ever played?
It has to load. It has to get books.
Are you suggesting that we store the map in memory and just load the different elements of the screen every time, like the dragons and just the books, and don't change anything else because it's the same map? It's a dumb idea.
Yeah, it's a dumb idea. What was I thinking? Oh, man.
Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll give that to them as feedback, you know?
I
That's
saw
why
the
they're
message.
professional developers, and you're over here playing the game.
And I saw the message in Discord, after completing all 6 races in first place, move on to the books. Yeah, I didn't realize. I think I replayed like 2 or 3 races, didn't I?
Did you?
I think it looked like you. I
think I did.
Sure if you won or not.
I thought the menus looked a little bit different after I did like 6 races, so I probably should have went back to the menu and checked that. I think I
It
mashed through
definitely
it at some
gives you a
point.
message that says all races complete. So that's
Yeah, I think I mashed through it.
Yeah, you might have. Whatever. You know, welcome to how things go. But
Yeah.
seriously, so you survived the game. I have to ask, what do you think of the game overall? Enjoyable? Worth it? Something that you would have enjoyed when you were younger? No?
Might have been like a fun, like, you know, 1 hour playing with it, renting it or something back in the day, but the controls are terrible. It feels like, you know, it's like, you know, digital movement. It's like playing with D-pad and with the stick. It feels like there should be analog controls. I feel like it would
There's
be.
not analog?
There wasn't for me. I can't speak for everybody else. There was not for me.
Oh no! Oh,
If you slightly tilted the stick, you start going, and then you start going.
oh, I don't like that.
just like you were holding the D-pad buttons. Yeah, so that took a little. It was very touchy. Like I said, I think you just had to be really touchy with the controls. Once I was like, you know, tapping buttons instead of holding buttons and holding the stick and the D-pad, it got a little bit better. But not many redeeming qualities for this game, but not the worst. It could be worse.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fair. And honestly, I think there are probably like a billion other racing games that are going to be more enjoyable than this. Like it's.
I played the Shrek Swamp Kart, whatever, for Game Boy Advance.
Oh
I did
my
that.
gosh.
Kuso 4, I think. That was worse.
Yeah,
that was definitely worse.
Yeah, that game is not good. Okay, if anybody wondered, Shrimp Swamp Kart Speedway is in fact a bad game, certified here on Kusogrand8. and I have given that out multiple times.
Yes, it is not the worst, but it is not very great.
Yeah. Now, Steve, I know Blasphemous Roar came and talked a little bit about your mystery tournament history and you doing the reject tournament and actually winning that. Is that something that you enjoy? Do you enjoy going into games that like are probably going to not be a fair match or are probably going to have problems?
Yeah, I mean, I like knowing going in, I guess, that it's going, kind of know what to expect. And going into Kuso, I know it's going to be trash. So I know to kind of cater my expectations to that. But yeah, no, I love playing. I love racing just about anything. Yeah, no, I just enjoy this stuff.
Well, cool. Are you streaming over at your own channel these days? Have anything you want to plug before we let you go?
Sure, yeah. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes weekend mornings. I'm currently playing through some Super Mario Kaizo hacks. I'm working on finishing up Luminescent on like the last level or like the post game kind of stuff. I also play a lot of just I'm working on my backlog, playing Jet Force Gemini. I played last month, playing Donkey Kong 64 this month. I might play Diddy Kong Racing maybe next month. Just games that I played growing up, never finished them for one reason or another. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, check me out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
Sweet. Thank you so much. Everybody go check out Steve. And I recommend going and following any of the players here. Honestly, I hope to help communities grow. I hope that like everybody here can make friends, you know, get to know each other a little bit and really just, you know, if you want to be more active in streaming, get some more followers here. Please share the love, everybody. Well, thank you so much, Steve, and thank you, Roar, for giving this game out. I'll let you both go.
Huh?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. You're going somewhere.
Yeah, Roar, you need to go. You need to leave.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Did they just kick me out? That's okay. I can still talk to the stream. Well, everybody, Kusogrand8 is here. We are currently going to have a small break. I got to run to the restroom, and I will be right back. Stay tuned, everybody. Why is it back to this song? We've already heard this. Okay, that's it, YouTube. We heard this one too! No, stop it!